A veteran is competent to report symptoms of hearing loss and/or tinnitus as a disability because symptoms of hearing loss and tinnitus are capable of lay observation. This means that you're able to submit a personal statement and talk about your symptoms. You need to do that. If you didn't do that, tinnitus claims are most often denied because you didn't provide a personal statement. There's no such thing as a no-brainer. They should be able to figure it out. Here's a comment from somebody. I was denied tinnitus by the medical evaluator. It was concluded that my hearing loss, ringing in my ears, wasn't linked to my military career, which is a bunch of BS. Ha ha ha, I'm a grunt with 2 combat deployments. So you're dealing with a C&P examiner. He's a doctor and he probably isn't a veteran. So he has no clue what a combat deployment is. You know, what you did during your combat deployment. It may seem like a no-brainer to you, but you have to spell it out for the C&P examiner and for the VA. The C&P examiner is not going to make assumptions based on your MOS. You need to talk about when your tinnitus started, how bad it was, your symptoms, how it affects your work and your social life. And another comment is, what does being a grunt and having 2 combat deployments have to do with anything? The key factors are, were you exposed to hazardous noise levels or were you ever diagnosed with hearing loss or tinnitus? And that is the bottom line. You were not diagnosed with hearing loss or tinnitus. So it is all on your personal statement to describe how you were exposed to hazardous noise levels. I'll be covering these topics in this video today. Hopefully I answer all your questions, and I'm going to put timestamps in the description, and I'm also going to put a link to the Duty MOS noise exposure list so you can see if you're on it. How does the VA rate tinnitus? It's diagnostic code 6260. It's called tinnitus, recurrent. Note 1. A separate evaluation for tinnitus may be combined with an evaluation under diagnostic code 6100, 6200, 6204, or other diagnostic code, except when tinnitus supports an evaluation under one of those codes. This is pyramiding. Note 2. Assign only a single evaluation for recurrent tinnitus, whether the sound is perceived in one ear, both ears, or in the head. You only get one, and it's 10%. That's it. That's the only rating for tinnitus. You either get it at 10% or you don't. Note 3, do not evaluate objective tinnitus, in which the sound is audible to other people and has a definable cause that may or may not be pathologic under this diagnostic code, but evaluate it as part of any underlying condition causing it. So a percentage of people have objective tinnitus, and there is actually a test for that. But for the majority of us, we have subjective tinnitus. So that's how the VA rates tinnitus. That's strategy. That's my boot camp. That's what I talk about. I preach it and I teach it. You need a doctor that can help you with a Nexus letter. Check out my med team. Here's an email address. Hit them up. Tell them you need a Nexus.